Wysteria, energy, twister.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to the world of spirits. We're now going to be doing our last two A's that we have that I want to do in spirits anyway. So let's get on with it, shall we, and get this A done. The Azaka, but also known as Papa Azaka, Papa Zaka, Azaka, Kozonzaka, and Mazaka. Aloha. Papa Azaka presides over the ancient profound bonds between earth and agricultural people. He is a divine country cousin, something of a trickster. He is generous, hard-working, good-natured and protective. But if he is not well fed, or consider himself disrespected, he can be mean and vicious. Like a stereotypical peasant, Papa Zaka is convinced that everyone is always out to rob him. Unlike most Loa who come from Africa, Azaka may have been born in Haiti. He is a spirit who presides over alliances between African and indigenous Haitians, possibly an indigenous spirit incorporated into the voodoo pantheon. His name may derive from the Taino Maza, indicating maize. He is a sacred peasant. His manners are rough, but don't let his appearance fool you. Is not a powerless peasant, but a potent Loa. His ragged clothes and modest demeanour are a bluff to see how you behave. Everyone is respectful toward the rich and beautiful, but how well will you treat the poor, ragged country bumpkin? Papa Zaka hates the rude and stingy, and punishes those who exploit and oppress poor workers. If consistently treated with respect, he appreciates it greatly and can be very loyal and protective. However, he is a suspicious spirit who is forever testing people. If you offend him, he will reject your request and possibly make it backfire. He demonstrates displeasure via illness that mimics symptoms of food poisoning. Papa Zaka knows the secrets of the soil. He is a master herbalist who appears in dreams with advice and instructions. Is synchronized to Saint Isidore, the labourer. So again, like I say, most lovers are sort of they work together with a saint, because at the time it was just easier to do that and disguise it well using that form. Is a patron of those who earn their bread by the sweat of their brow, farmers, labourers, especially day labourers, workers of all kinds. He likes women who can be very flirtatious. He may be inclined to help out hard-working, good-hearted women who treat him respectfully and kindly. He is very recognisable, consistently wearing traditional Haitian peasant garb, blue denim, red scarf, straw hat, and a bag slung over his shoulder. He may limp. He may not be charming, but aggressively beg and pester for rum, food, or the money to buy them with. He is attributed with a machete, traditionally Haitian peasants, straw or burlap bag, a pipe, a hoe, and a walking stick. His colours are blue and red. His tree is avocado. His day is Thursday. His number is 3, and his animal is a field mouse. An altar, well, a traditional altar may be created, or offerings placed in a Haitian makutsak, a burlap bag, basically, and fill it with non-perishable things he likes, like a sealed bottle of rum, pipe tobacco, a loaf of brown sugar. Tie the bag up with a red bandana and hang it near his altar, or consider the bag his altar. Don't ever open it, except to add more offerings. Talk to him. Tell him what you're doing. Explain everything to him, basically. What you want, what you're doing, what you need, where things are going. Whatever you give him, just give him a lot of it. He's always hungry, and he eats like a man who's laboured all day. Give him the equivalent of lumberjack meals. Keep food simple, abundant, frequent, and reliable. His favourite food is corn. He likes bread, melons, beans, and staples like brown sugar or sugar cane, salt and pipe tobacco. He prefers overproof white rum or other clear alcoholic beverages, but is not likely to spurn most alcoholic beverages. He really does like absinthe. He hates anyone tasting his food. In essence, he's the anti-Oshun. Oshun fears that untasted offerings of honey are poisoned. Azaka worries that tasting is stealing. There is usually not a problem with something like pipe tobacco or bottled liquor, but those offering cooked meals sometimes taste what they're preparing without even thinking, just from habit. If he begs for something that wasn't originally intended for him, that's fine. He's getting something extra. But if a dish is created intentionally for him, make sure he gets every last bite. Like a substance farmer, he worries about going broke and thus really likes cash offerings. Place them in an envelope or money bag, lay them on his altar or beneath his votive statue, so he can keep a firm grip on it. Consider this cash gone. You will never be able to use it. However, in emergencies, he may be willing to front you a loan or service your bank. Don't just take the money, it's not yours anymore. It's his. Request his permission. Money must be paid back promptly. He may charge interest too, sometimes at exorbitant rates. Be prepared to bargain with him. He likes to bargain and is a shrewd negotiator. Ask him for advice when you need to bargain with others. And the very last spirit we are on now is Azazel. Azazel is a desert spirit worshipped by ancient Semites. He rules over a band of goat spirits. Azazel played a part in the Jewish Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur rituals, as per instructions in the Leviticus 16:21-28. 2 goats were brought into Jerusalem temple. One was sacrificed to the Creator, the other dedicated to Azazel, in the original scapegoat. The sins of the people were ritually transformed to this goat, which was brought to the desert and set free. Although this was a Jewish custom, its roots are believed to be pre-Judic. Azazel may belong to an ancient, now forgotten pantheon. He is among the leaders of the rebel angels. He taught women the arts of metalworking and cosmetics. The Creator punished his disobedience by hanging him upside down in the canyon of jagged pointy stones beyond the mountains of darkness until the apocalypse, when the Creator may again require his services. In Jewish tradition, Azazel may be classed among the avenging angels. In Christian demonology, Azazel is a fallen angel, counted among Satan's hosts. His name is sometimes used as a synonym for Satan. Apocalyptic literature from the early centuries of Common Era describes sinners punished in the flames of Azazel. Lech li Azazel, literally to go to Azazel, is equivalent of go to hell in modern Hebrew. Azazel is a master of herbalism and all occult arts. He rewards those who visit him with knowledge and information. He is a shapeshifter. He can appear in any form, including a winged angel. In the Apocalypse of Abraham, an apocalyptic text, Azazel appears as a 12-winged dragon with human hands and feet. Azazel, well, the Jordan River Valley, once wilderness, was his favourite haunt. Azazel, the rebel angel, was banished to the desert of Dudael, past the mountains of darkness, home of demons and fiery spirits. Despite being chained, Azazel remains so powerful that many spirits place themselves under his command. He is the spiritual equivalent of an imprisoned mafia don or a mob boss, still calling the shots from behind the bars, basically. Should you find yourself in trouble with Azazel or afraid of him, the Archangel Raphael is his traditional opponent and may be invoked for protection. You can offer him frankincense. He quite likes that. Don't think too far into it, okay? You have to remember that a lot of these beings, spirits, whatever you want to call them, yes, they are called demons now, but it wasn't always that way. So there's a lot of negativity surrounding most of them, but I want you to understand that that's not necessarily the case at all. It changed through time, and though they are perceived as more demonic now. When they very first came to light, they were not so demonic and evil. So just bear that in mind, guys. Some of the stories that we hear now, they have been absolutely massacred through time and changed into nothing but, well, these are demons, these are evil, and it's just not the true case of them all. It didn't start like that with most of them. They weren't just suddenly here and then demonic. It happened over time. So just yeah, always bear that in mind. And I don't know. Some people work with dark, and they're fine with that. So yeah, don't criticize them too much. Okay, it's just fun to learn about them and to understand them more without jumping to conclusions. That's the end of our A's in the spirits, anyway. Thank you for being here with me on this journey. And please leave me a comment underneath. Hit the like, share if you can. If you're not yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Many blessings.
Wysteria. Energy. Twister.